Morning, my beautiful gorgeous. It really was crap. I just wanted to share a link with you guys. I was watching a video this morning on natural hair and how men really view natural hair. Let me see. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me look at the title. It's called Black Man's Opinion on Natural Hair. And there's a woman and her boyfriend. I believe it's her boyfriend, and she's asking her boyfriend how he feels about natural hair, how he views it. And I thought that video was extremely interesting. Her boyfriend seemed pretty darn cool, you know what I'm saying? She seems a little bothered by his opinions on natural hair, and I think that a lot of women with perms are kind of bothered by it. When a black man like sees that as something good, or like that you're doing for yourself, something positive that you're doing for yourself. When you're relaxed, I guess it can kind of bother you a little bit, you know. But the video was very interesting. It was extremely interesting. He said that they view them as they often view females with natural hair as militant, as smarter than, you know, the average female. You know, she's educated, whatever. And his girlfriend was like, so she's smarter. So you think she'd be smarter than a woman with permed hair? And he's like, no, that's not. I mean, you know, he's like, it's just ignorance and how you view it. You can't say you don't get where he's coming from. You know what I mean? It's not that. I don't think it's that the female is smarter, because everybody has different levels of intelligence. We all know that. I definitely think there's a different mindset to a female that has natural hair compared with to a female that wears a perm. I believe that they're just at different levels. You know what I mean? I don't believe that the one with the perm is dumb. I don't believe that the one with the perm is dumb. I just believe that they're on different levels, because it takes a lot. Like I said, these things are done in steps. It's a process, you know. So my thing is with myself. I know what I had to go through to cut my hair and start over. You know, black women have to learn to be comfortable with them as their natural selves. You know what I mean? We've been taught and trained. Come on now, y'all don't act like y'all don't get it. We've been trained to wear perms, weaves, and wigs, and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying, to cover up and to never wear our natural hair. You know, we've been taught that our natural hair is ugly, it's dirty, it's nappy, it's all this and all that. And it's like, that's so not true. It's freaking beautiful, it's amazing. You know, and like I said in my other video, I'm not knocking females that choose to wear perms and weaves and whatever. The perms do kind of like, I do have I feel a certain way about perms for some reason. I do. I'm not gonna sit here in front, but I'm not completely against it, because I understand. You know, my thing is, for me personally, I like to be able to, if I'm gonna wear a wig, because at first I want to wear, you know, wigs. So it's like, if I'm gonna wear a wig, I like to be able to take that off and then rock me again. You know, it just feels good. I feel strong in my hair. My natural, honestly, I feel so strong. Like, I feel like I can conquer anything, take on anything in my natural hair. But at the same time, my wigs have their benefits, have special benefits as well. And this may be an ignorant thing to say, but it's the truth. If I'm looking for a job, for instance, that wig, that wig will get me further than my fro will. I'm sorry, y'all can get upset with that, but it's the truth. The wig will get me further searching for a job than my fro will. Yes, it will. There are certain things that that wig will get me that my fro can't. There's certain things that my fro can give me that that wig can't. You understand what I mean? So it's also and I was explaining before, like, it's also a different respect. You get a different, you get you do get treated differently because of your hair. You know, you do. And that may be ignorant or whatever it may be, but it's the truth. You know, the thing is, it just, that's just the way it is. You know, you get treated differently depending on your hairstyle. You do. I know this for a fact. One day I can go out looking like this, you know, and get treated like a freaking queen by lots of black men. The next day I put on a wig and get treated like a freaking slut. You know what I mean? So it's the truth. It's happened. It happened. You know, so I don't know, but it's because people form their they form their own opinions. They have their own opinions on how the hair, how a black woman's hair represents her. If she wears her hair like this, she must be this way. If she wears her hair like that, she must be that way. If she has a straighter hair, then she's easier. If she has a fro, I gotta treat her like a lady and treat her with respect, and earn her trust. And then, maybe I can get in there. And it's the truth. It really is. But yeah. Anyway, with all that being said, I went on into my own little thing. With all that being said, I like you guys to check out the video. I'm gonna post the link right down there. And I also have a question for you guys too, because I know I have like most of the women that watch me have perms. I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure most of the women that watch me have perms. So I have a question for the ladies with the perms. Like, and this is nothing more than a question. I'm just curious as to what answer you have for yourself. You know, the question is, why is it that you don't want to wear your natural hair? And I just want honest answers. Why is it that the women with perms, weaves, or whatever else, why is it that you don't want to wear your natural hair like ever? I'm not talking about people with natural hair under wigs, unless you wear your natural hair under wigs all the time. You never show your natural hair. Even to the natural women that only wear wigs and weaves and never go outside. Yes, you too. From the perm women to the women that wear these protective styles all the time to whatever. You know what I mean? Why is it that you don't want to wear your natural hair out in public? I just want to know. I'm curious as to what these answers will be. Um, and this is the thing. When I asked myself before my big chop, I said, why am I getting a perm? It's like, why am I continuing to get perms? I had to ask myself that. And when I was honest with myself, you get past the bullshit answers, because you can bullshit other people, but you can't bullshit yourself. And when I couldn't find a good answer to that question, that was when the decision was made to do my big chop. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's a great thing. Like, it's not a bad thing. Don't feel like your hair's not good enough. Don't feel like it's oh so nappy. Don't feel like it's whatever. Like, you want to wear your wigs, wear your wigs. Because I'm going to wear my wigs if I want to. You want to keep your perm, keep your perm. As long as you're not doing it, just you're doing it for the right reasons. As long as you're doing it because like, I don't even know. Like, with perms, I can't even say, like, as long as you're doing it for the right reasons, because everything is just been we've been trained to do that. You know what I mean? So it's like, what are the right reasons to perm your hair? Like, I can't think of any right reasons to perm your hair, because you're taking it out of a natural state into a unnatural state, which is damaging to it. Very damaging to it. So I don't understand. Like, I can't really even say, like, I can't find a real good reason why someone would want to keep a perm. I don't know. Other than the fact that you want to look like you have so-called good hair, you know. And don't get me started on the whole good hair thing. I hate when people say that. Y'all know I hate when people say good hair. And yeah, it's good hair as long as you keep it done. I don't know. Like, I just wanted to do this vlog and ask you guys that question. Why is it that you don't want to wear your natural hair? Mm. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this now. I'm looking forward to your responses. There are a lot of men though that I know I'm making this so long. There are a lot of men that that prefer black women to perm their hair, because they're more into the European look. A lot of people, but it all comes with being trained, and it's all part of the slave mentality. Part of the slave mentality. Like, it is, that is what it is. Like, people try to say that it's not self-hate and you don't dislike yourself, but obviously it obviously is, though, because if it wasn't about self-hate and disliking your natural hair, then you would wear it at least sometimes, right? Am I right? Like, if you really love who you are, you have to. I think it's important to accept the 100% you, the real you. I think that's really important, to be able to just, like, even if it's just sometimes, to just wear your hair as you were made, as you were created. I think that's a really important thing to do. But like I said, it's all a process. So it's those women. A lot of women just aren't there yet. A lot of women are coming around. Then you have the ones that will never get there. because they're just too afraid. They're too afraid, you know. They're afraid people won't like them. They're afraid they'll be ridiculed. They're afraid they won't have the things that they have anymore. They won't be treated the same. You know, they won't be treated the same. They'll be treated differently, and that's the sad part. That's the truly sad part. When you're so afraid to be 100% you, you know, and your hair is a part of you. A lot of people may say, "Oh, I'm afraid to be me just because I have." No, your hair is a part of you. It is, and if you can't represent the whole you because you're afraid, if you can't represent the whole you, it's because you think you're not good enough. You know, or you think it's something wrong with it. I don't know. Just stop being afraid. It's okay. Like, natural hair is beautiful. Your hair, regardless of what texture it is. I don't care if it's super curly to the point where it looks like little nut balls, or whether it's super curly and loose curls, where it looks like, who can I compare that to? Maybe Mariah Carey had a before she got her perm and blonde and bleaching and stuff. But I don't know. But yeah, just was something I thought about. Please feel free to answer the question. I love you all. This is not about anything more than just getting down deep to the truth, to the root of fucking getting deep into it and realizing, like, and asking yourself, like, being truthful with yourself and asking yourself, like, for real reasons why you do certain things, and, you know, progressing, because that can only make you progress, like being truthful and honest with yourself and not avoiding certain things, but just like getting down to the nitty gritty. And a lot of people get truly offended. I've made people offended, not even trying to, you know. I don't see why I can't wear my perm. There's nothing wrong with my perm. Blah 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 blah. You're right. There's nothing wrong with it if you're happy with it. If you're happy with it and you're doing it not to look like another person, or if you're doing it, I don't know, perm. I can't say that. There's nothing wrong with switching it up every now and then, trying something new. However, you should always be able to go back. You should always be able to go back to the real you whenever you're ready. You know what I'm saying? You should always feel comfortable in your skin, your complete skin, as you are, as you were made to be, as you were meant to be. You should feel comfortable that way. You know. Anyway, I'm looking forward to your answers, and I'll see you guys next video. Which is Booches out for you.